Well, here we are in a fantastic location, the back of a van, in a driveway of a recording studio. Simon?
Do you want to just start with that?
Yeah.
This is the first album that we released on the 6th of May 1978. You can see it's good old-fashioned vinyl, which is now enjoying a comeback. Yeah, I'm the one with the long hair and the silk scarf. We put this album out originally because being a kind of Christian protest band, we fell into a difficult bracket. We were too Christian for the secular record market.
Just to remind people, this was 1978.
It was, yeah, 40 years ago. So we were too Christian for the secular record market, but we were also too secular for the Christian record market, which was putting out albums of hymns. And
because the style of music was?
Kind of late 60s, early 70s rock and blues. That's what
your favourite artist are?
Well, yeah, Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton and Ken Hensley, that kind of combination. Okay. So interesting. And
this album now, which I've just obtained this, is worth £150, and this one has never been played, has it?
It has not.
And it's all mine now.
Pristine.
So how did you come up with the idea of doing your own label? Because again, 1978, no internet, no anything like that, so it wasn't like you can do it these days.
No, but as a result of punk and ska, loads of people were doing their own thing. So you had the explosion of independent record labels, like Two Tone, for example, was one that came about in those days. So we decided to form our own record label, and I'd thought a lot about copyright and the music business and what it meant. We'd put together a publishing company originally to publish a book of poems, believe it or not, but we thought, why don't we use it for the business? And then that was called Sea Dream Music, because the band was called Seastone, and the idea for that was the fact that the sea is incredibly big and incredibly wide, and if you wanted a visual aid for God, the sea's quite a good one. It's incredibly deep, incredibly powerful, incredibly moving, and of course a rock, a stone in the sea, could represent Jesus, our rock, the person we wanted to promote through our music. I was on a youth camp actually in the summer. We were thinking about recording this album, and one of the lads in my dormitory said, when I was telling him all this, so what are you going to call the record label? Plankton. I said, hey, that's a good idea. Yeah. Good old Phil. He does get a credit on the first album for thinking up the name. And
there's the logo.
Yeah.
Which has never changed.
No.
And we can confidently say it never will.
No, we're traditionalists, really.
Yeah.
So anyway, we just thought that Plankton was probably one of the smallest things in existence, and Plankton Records was probably the smallest record company.
Yeah. So how did you? I'm a Plankton Records partner as well, but I didn't come on till the late date of about 1989. So I've only been a partner for 27, 29 years, something like that. How did you find out about how to set up a label and music publishing? Because again, no internet. How did you go about?
I found one or two books that really helped me out. So, for example, there was I found one book in Smith's, I think it was. So You Want to Be in the Music Business? It was called.
All right, okay.
And it was but that was more about how do you hawk your songs around to various people, and how do you get things out. But then I actually started reading some of the information that the Performing Rights Society were putting out, and I was thinking, well, actually there's nothing to stop you doing your own thing. And I favoured the idea of being a partnership, because once you get into limited companies you start getting into all sorts of complications with company law and accounts and filing. Partnership kept things simple. The partners are the business, we are the entity, and the partnership's changed a bit over time. Different people have come and gone.
But it's been us over 20 years.
Oh, we're the longest surviving.
Well, you are.
partners.
You're the founder, so you could have. Yeah.
But it just meant that we were in control, and rather than a record company or a publishing company or an A&R man telling us what to do, we could say, actually, we like this music, we like this message, we want to put it out. So, believe it or not, the first album, we made a bit of money selling it. So we made a single, we made an EP, and then I started expanding it and saying, well, why don't we use Plankton Records as a label to promote other Christian bands who fell into the same bracket that we did, that there was no outlet for their work.
So as you famously quoted, no firm and fortune seekers need apply. It's all about people who regardless of the style of music, we're out there trying to communicate something about life and the gospel and Jesus to everybody.
Yeah. And so this anniversary CD that we're plotting reflects that. It's incredibly varied. It's not one particular type of music, but the theme that holds it all together is the fact that all of these people have got something to say, they've got something to communicate as Christians, which is why we do it.